Hello guys. Now recently, Starlink applied for a license to begin its operations in Uganda. Now for those of you who do not know what Starlink is, I can help with that and probably even tell you a little bit of how it works. Now Starlink is a satellite internet service owned by Elon Musk's company, SpaceX. Now, instead of relying on physical infrastructure like telecom masts, which is used by our normal internet service providers like MTN and Airtel, Starlink uses satellites which are launched in the low Earth orbit, which is about 550 kilometers in space. Now, traditional satellites are launched at about 35,000 kilometers in space. Now, that means Starlink satellites are very close to the Earth, and that means transfer speeds are very fast. Now, for you to be able to use a Starlink internet, you need to purchase a Starlink satellite dish, which transmits signals to a Starlink satellite passing above it. So, given that the Starlink satellites are very close to Earth compared to the traditional satellites, that means that Starlink is able to provide low latency internet. That means a faster internet, less lag and less delays. Now, this would be a great improvement from the internet that we are accustomed to, in that the normal internet relies on telecom masts and physical infrastructure, which is a little bit more expensive to construct in areas which are very remote, like mountainous areas or islands, setting up masts and those telecom masts, everything. Now, for Starlink, since it uses satellites, it is able to reach even the most rural areas, which could be regarded as areas with no easy access for internet service due to its maybe say geographical terrains. Now in this situation, Starlink is a much better option to provide internet in remote areas, rural areas, areas with very limited access. And then on top of that, it's a much cheaper option compared to the normal internet that we are accustomed to.